You're the Chris Martin comedian.
I am the Chris Martin comedian. There are many Chris Martins.
I told the woman on the phone I wanted to extend my overdraft. I then told her my name and she went, you're not the Chris Martin, are you? And I was just thinking, I know illegal music downloads are on the rise, but are you that stupid to think the lead singer of the world's most famous band has to extend his overdraft from £1,000 to £1,500? Clown.
When I was younger, I think that's probably when I first started trying to be funny. Do you ever watch like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? He always used to make fat jokes about Uncle Phil. I guess it was like that, but much whiter.
I slightly miss things about living with my parents. One thing was that my dad is also self-employed, and we have cats. So my mum, I think she just thinks we're both idiots, because one day, me and my dad would just hang out and play games and weird. He's like an overgrown child. One day she came back from the shops at 4 in the afternoon to find us both in our pants, holding the cats like guns, running up to each other, going ch-ch, meow. It's hours of fun, seriously, try it if you've got cats at home.
He's always just laughed at stuff. He's never been, he's just a funny, overgrown child, so just sort of laughs along. Never really disciplined me, so I guess I've become a cheeky bastard and decided to do it on stage off the back of it. Me
and him walked out of the room. There were two 8-year-old girls just sitting there, obviously waiting to collect their fixed dog. They were so excited. But then they saw 2 grown men holding an empty cat cage, crying. It didn't take Columbo to work out what just happened. We shattered their whole innocence in an instant. We might as well have walked out and gone, by the way, Santa's not real and you're both adopted. Have a good day, too.
When they're in, it's just, when there's a full audience, or even not a full audience, I'm grateful. So people are walking across there.
Great GB.
That must be like hecklers to the camera team.
We're in a bar in Nice and me and Paul are drinking. And what happened was I befriended a man sitting on his own at the bar. I have no idea why I did this. We'd never do this in Britain. You know there's that same guy in every bar on his own? That same weirdo? The guy who smells of Ladbrokes and regret. He's got a beard with stuff in it. Your brain goes, don't talk to him, he's a nutter, but a tiny part goes, ooh, maybe he's a wizard. Let's see what happens. So,
it's quite an intricately woven show. You build up all the callbacks throughout. Was that taking a while to remember and get used to?
Well, yesterday you saw that I forgot to set up a callback, so I got to one, I said something and they still laughed, but I realised I hadn't set up. It's about having a French mugger's penis on my phone. They're going to think, what am I talking about?
So I get my camera phone out and I photograph him. He goes, can I have a look? I go, no worries, give him the phone, and he legs it, right? A bit of adrenaline kicked in, so I went, oi! Right, which is pretty manly, but I backed it up with the most naive sentence to ever leave a human being's lips. I went, oi! I thought we were mates. Like he was going to run back going, I did not mean to play with your emotions, okay?
I think everyone worries about critics and, I don't know, becoming the next Michael McIntyre and all that. Well, everyone's become famous in Edinburgh, but I think you always forget that actually 55 people, or whatever it is, have paid. They spent like an hour of their life, if not more, trying to get to see you, watch you. Spent like, whatever, several pounds. So you got to just try and make them happy, really, which is what I want to do.
I'm chasing this guy for 10 minutes, and then luckily, through one of these passages, he falls down a curb and my phone spills onto the floor. I think, I've got my phone back. This is amazing. This is a situation very few people have been in. This shows what an idiot I am. Proper blokes here would have just given him a kicking. This is how much of a moron who's influenced by action films I am. I just looked at the guy who mugged me, and all I could think to say was, Jeff, what you did wasn't very nice. And then I just walked off. That's what happens when you mess with me. You get a bit of pun pie in your face.